Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Been there, done that, the German take on things. I've already done this in German, so it's not a first time review of Hyren, but for me it's really important because back in the day, like when it just hit the market, like when Ren released it, it was one of the, I don't know, one of those songs that like impacted me after a long time. Like I love music. I listen to a lot of music, lots of different genres. But I just consume. Like back in my early days, I played a lot of guitar, played the trumpet. So I have a connection. Like I enjoyed creativity, but somehow like everyday life just brought me away from it. And like the times that I think with Spotify and then all these platforms hitting the market, I didn't really like buy any music anymore. And I have to be honest that like for me, becoming a renegade and then basically like going down the rabbit hole and discovering a lot of music where I even love songs that I think are not really like that high on the radar of a lot of people. Like one of the songs of Ren that I deeply love is like Children of the Moon. I think almost no one, check it out, really like reacted to it, or a few for sure did, but it's for me like it shows the diversity, like that the positive, the happy Ren and like the younger Ren could do before I think or I feel like really getting sick so badly and then like having to experience what he had to experience. So for me, it was really like you've seen many reactions. I think all of them agree that like it's a goosebump song. It's like you experience it and then it's like a roller coaster that you cannot get out of. And if it does not connect with you anywhere deep down, then I would argue something is terribly wrong with you. But well, so it inspired me back then to actually name this channel Been There, Done That, the German take on things, because I wanted to react to it. And as life goes, I forgot about it or did never really get the time to actually do it. And as it is right now, I have a beautiful wife, two cute little children, two girls, almost 4 and 6 years old. And they are in Vietnam, their home country, and obviously sometime hometown. And yeah, I suddenly, as you call it, I'm a straw widow for a certain time and have the time to actually get to the stuff that I did not get to before. So here we go. Without a lot of further ado, we're gonna dive in and I'll try to, yeah, basically make things happen and give my take on the German take on things. Always goosebumps. The Pig Mask Man. Slight technical mishap. I pressed the wrong button, so bear with me. It's still early times of recording. Pressed the wrong button. didn't stop the music, but did stop the recording. So here we go. I just wanted to basically jump in here and say like what always like got me from the beginning, because if you love classical music, like it immediately draws you in from like the beauty of the melody, and it's really like that. I think one of the channels where I heard it is the Charismatic Voice, and then of course I follow like Knox Hill and then Black Pegasus, and then that Singer Reactions. All of them analyze this way better than I could ever do, but like I think there's a chromatic ladder that in between he goes down, and where it really is like, or like the dissonance. It's for me like this split between beauty and chaos is really something that, like from the beginning, like you have this beautiful melody, you have the dissonance following that, and then you have like this beautiful head voice again, a bit cuckoo, completely surprising, unexpected, but it works. It's already giving you that signal. This is something that you are not seeing every day, something that really like, let's go.
Hi there, and it's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky, cause I always come back. Deep down you know that, deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Rent on you, pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro, I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd, not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Bren, I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect, they're always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah.
And do you like recognize how, like, I'm not sure like if everyone has those inner voices that you talk with yourself. You're like, I did write a lot of like short stories. I tried to write books. I wrote poems like from quite early on, and you always like you have sources that inspire you. Like if you read, like being German, you read a lot of the German poets like Goethe, Schiller, and whatnot, and you read some, or you like analyze them in school. And I mean, if you like the styles, like the rhyme, the verse, like the rhythm, like the different versions of poets that like you can do, isn't it like immediately that you try to like not really copy it, but like aspire to that greatness, that grandness, and then you hope that you can somehow touch that that creativity that those people, those minds had. You always have that point where it's just like, am I good enough? It's like, is this the stuff that that inner voice that talks to you? I mean, obviously this reminds us very much of like the Lord of the Rings, Gollum and whatnot, but like it's just a comparison, and it is not something that really is relevant at all. Like for me, it's just a perfect display of those inner voices that you can like. I feel like I'm the sane Ren that argues against like those nagging like voices in the back then that says like, you should do this, or you're gonna fuck this up, whatever. Don't get me wrong, I don't have luckily any mental health issues. It's just I think everybody has those voices somehow that drive our everyday, and then you reflect on things, or like you spar a little bit with your inner self. Tell me if you don't, but for me that's always been the case. So yeah.
This time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious, Ran, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself, trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget.
And here again, it's like really this typical, like, you are creative, you're an artist. I'm not an artist. I like I said, long time ago, I consume art. I love art, I love music. Classical music, pop music, R&B, metal, everything except folk music. I cannot do German folk music, believe me. Ask me to react to it and you shall see. No, but it's just really that if you don't have that inner voice that tells you like, I mean, you always, like you create something, you always hope that it will be successful, that people will like it. You want to be liked. Every human wants to be liked, and that is, I think, this real like ground where that say doubt has room to grow. And then, like, especially like in the beginning, if you're creative, you're going to share a lot with family and friends, and obviously they're going to be very, very nice to you and say like, oh, this is beautiful, or this is great art. And then you extend the circle a bit, and then suddenly they might not be that nice, you know, like, meh, okay, or they're like shitty, or it's just a ripoff. Look at everyone reacting to Ren and other people. It's always, we're in a market where originality is not easy. Like I once read a whole document, or saw a documentation, and then read an article about it. It's like, originality is one of the hardest things to create today, and then that is because everything is getting compared to something that already existed, and then that makes it hard. This is completely unfair to Ren, like an indie artist that redefines himself like seemingly every song, to compare him to someone like Eminem, or compare him to because he's doing his own thing. But like we all know, he has been influenced by a lot of artists that also he names clearly, and then that's fair, because we can only be the sum of all the experiences that we've made before, and then that is just part of being human and then live. Sorry for the long, I'll get on with it.
Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man. You're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious. Eminem did it. Played on guitar. Plan B did it. Man, you're not original. You criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you.
And don't you think that's exactly it? That, like, I could imagine this was the core piece of sparking this song. Like it could be. I mean, it's nowhere proven, nowhere stated, but like this core doubt, this core argument. This is like Ren is I think a street artist, busking a lot, and then like playing other people's songs. And they will recognize, and they will be cheering for something they like. And then maybe you play something by yourself, and then it's people don't know it, and then so it's not that easy to I like this one, and then groove along, and then like spend that time at the artist, and then listen really to the full song when you can learn to like to really like it. Is it cool? If you just pass by, you never know. And for small artists, back in the day, there was no big platform. Like, so you grow big by people recognizing you. Look at I don't know, Kelly family. Like, they were doing music on the streets for years, and then like you just have to be lucky to like get famous and then like be recognized. So yeah, I think this is really like something that a lot of people will connect to that are in the creative industry, but the same in like just normal like mental health situations where you have this constant back and forth between me or you believing that I'm gonna be better, I'm gonna be stronger, I'm gonna get over this, and the dark side just knocking you down, and then like it's heavy thoughts. That's why we call it, I think, like that. It's like heavy thoughts wear you down, and it's way harder to have light thoughts, happy thoughts a lot of times. Like if you look at it, ask people to name you 3 things that happened to them today that it has been good, and ask them at the same time to name 3 things that were bad, that didn't like go their way. It's way easier to like name those 3 bad things, right? Because we're like programmed to recognize that stuff, I think.
Need you, I don't need to hear this, cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius, and I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots, and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash.
Goosebumps. For me, always like, this is the typical moment where we take a different, like, still the same, but we take different road, and then like I typically get those.
I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
Chromatic letter again, like for me it's really like I have to thank like all these reactors before that I learned so much from, and for me I still can like see so much more here, there. I think everybody that has an opinion, but it's just really, again, I always call it a masterpiece, and like it takes you through a lot of different things. So it's really, and in the background there will be the washing machine, so you're gonna have to apologize for that. No, but the thing is, I really like taking you into that core evil doubt of yourself, and like getting out of that. I believe is one of the hardest challenges that you can, like when the dark seems so overwhelming, to really fight it, take on the fight, and then like make like distance, and then like overcome it. It's this unbelievable heart and respect to the people that master it. So
it ran. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So
And here I want to stop and then talk at so many spaces. For me, it's really obviously there's a lot of visual effects that draw you deeper in. There's the flickering of the lights with the different personalities, the style, the composure, a lot of things. But like this moment where the camera from the left and the right side basically changes to that handheld camera, and draws you in because he starts looking at it directly, and then moves, and then he stands up, and then obviously in accordance with the music, but it's really it's a, again, goosebumps moment, and then hard words, hard lyrics, that voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope is, I mean, what can you say there? I've known people with different psychological challenges. I've been together with someone that had anxiety and depression, and is a tremendously strong person. Got through hard life challenges and basically, told me that she didn't know how to get up out of bed in the morning. And then I cannot imagine that, obviously. For me, it's not something that luckily I have to figure out and fight against, but supporting someone like that is also a hard challenge. So we can talk about people that have the mental and psychological challenges or physical challenges, but we should not neglect the people that live with them, help them, support them. I don't want to draw attention away from the challenge itself, from the psychological challenge. For me, it's important to say that if you have a psychological challenge, you are not alone. You can always go and find help. There's nothing that needs to bring you to the moment where you say okay, I hope to hear that voice to loosen the noose on the rope. And if you don't hear it, do the ultimate, thing. Don't do it. Go out, find help, talk to family and friends. There's always someone there. And if it's just a telephone helpline, or you just go into a hospital and then talk to someone, talk to psychologists, therapists, whatever, your normal doctor at home. So sorry for stopping. I'll try to go back a bit and start again.
And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So care of the man I've become, when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire or stand in your fire, inspired by me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise, in the music that I left behind, ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a coin into different side.
Do you think that the lights flickered the first time around when he did sing with the head voice? Like now they do, like, because after it, like I tried to think of it, but I could not remember. Like I'm gonna go back and then check it, of course, but yeah, it's like interesting. Like the first time when it was clearly like from the dissonance into the beautiful head voice again, I think the lights didn't flicker. Now, like going into this, they do. So I'm gonna check.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Powerful, huh? This is really like wow. I mean, no comment on that one. This is, I think, from everything that he went through and that made him the person that he is today, being able to voice thoughts and through his music like he does. Wow. So for me, yeah, apologies for the noises in the background if they are covered in the video. Try to get better in the future. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of hard to really do a German take on this song, but I think also that in the German society, mental health is a big part, and that just in the last 10 years with COVID, but also since like the beginning of the 2000s, that awareness around mental health has improved a lot, but the proper treatment of it didn't. And while I think we have burnout rates that skyrocketed for a certain time, it's still something that we need to make people more aware of, and that we need to make sure that people understand it's not a weakness. Nobody chooses for a mental disorder or psychosis or whatever. Nobody chooses for Lyme disease, which obviously is what Ren did suffer from and was misdiagnosed, and then suffered from basically that misdiagnosis. So yeah, thank you for watching to the end, if you did. Appreciate it, and I'll hope to give some more me perspective and German perspective on things that you like or would love to see. So thank you, and see you the next time.